Today I'm looking at this OBSBOT Tiny 2 Lite camera, and this camera does have quite a few features, like it is a PTZ camera. Also, it does have tracking, and pretty much you're able to set up everything from exposure to shutter speed, ISO, and all this stuff, which we're gonna go ahead and take a look in a bit. So right now I do have it set on a preset, so I have preset 1 here. You're able to have up to 3 presets here, and if I go ahead and click my preset 2, so as you can see, it did remove all the effects. So right now there's no bokeh or anything like that. So you can see it clearly. If I go ahead and click back here again, it's gonna come back to me now. And it does apply all those effects. So you don't really have to worry about setting up effects every time and all that stuff. And right now, this is all the way zoomed out. So if I go ahead and zoom in here, pretty much this is all digital zoom. So just keep that in mind. Now we're just gonna go ahead and look at the tracking before we jump to the image section. So we have AI human tracking here. So standard, motion, normal tracking, upper body, and close up. So if I go ahead and click close up here, it is gonna go ahead and track me. So anywhere I move. So if I'm moving back here, so it's gonna do that digital zoom and follow me. And it does a really good job. So it's not gonna like lose you or anything. And it is pretty smooth, I would say. Like if I'm moving kind of like slowly, just does its own like pan slowly to you, which is nice. And if I go ahead and click upper body here and just stand up and move around, and you can see it does keep me tracked right now. And if I go ahead and move anywhere, pretty much faster or slower, it does keep track, which is nice. Just to go through a few options that you see up here. So right now I'm on the preview mode that you see right now. So I'm just recording my screen. So you're able to go ahead and record the camera at 4K right now. Also, we have next the virtual camera. So this is, you're gonna be using this if you're like using Google Meet or Zoom. So you're gonna have to turn this on in order to use your camera there. And then we have the beauty effects here. So it's not actually just beauty effects. I don't know why they named it that, but there's like the bokeh section here. So we have native. So if I go ahead and turn this off, so right now everything is off. And if I go ahead and turn it on, so on native, you're able to go ahead and set it up to level 8. But you can see like kind of my chair, like it doesn't do that well of a job. So if you want to get better results, for the advanced portion, it does need to use your GPU, but it does a really good job here. You can see the chair is like, looks really good, especially like if you set it to level 2, it kind of feels like an actual lens here. So we're just gonna go ahead and turn this off for now. And if I go to retouch, there's a few things you're able to do here. As you can see, you're able to do quite a few things. Slim your face, you can see the lipstick here and all that stuff. So body, face, makeup, you're able to change quite a few settings here. And then filters, this one I kind of like to leave the fresh on and then just leave it maybe at level 20. If I turn it off, you can see it, the image look a little more dull, but on fresh, it tends to look a little bit better. So it's kind of just a little bit of filter on top of it. And there's clear, crystal, and a few other filters you can set up. For now, let's just go ahead and turn it off. And we're gonna go to the image section. So I do have HDR set on. So if I go ahead and click this, you can already see it's making a difference. And if I go ahead and turn it back on, it does make a little bit difference. So the highlights and everything here. And then we also have autofocus. So if I go ahead and uncheck this, we are able to do our own focus here as well if you wanted to. Then jumping to the exposure section, this, I kind of like leaving this on the manual because if I go ahead and set it to auto, sometimes if I have too much lighting in the room or the sun is hitting, it kind of makes everything like kind of a little bit too dark, but sometimes it does a good job. Like right now, as you can see, it made the image a little bit darker. Maybe this is what you like. You can leave this on or off. And I have it set to face right now. And compensation, you're able to go ahead and turn this up and down, which is nice. So you're still making a little difference here as well, even though it's on auto. And then we have white balance. I do have it set at 4900K. You can go ahead and leave that on auto as well. And then we also have some more image settings as well, like contrast. You're able to go ahead and make some changes here as well. And saturation. And sharpness, usually I like to leave this less. It looks better because I don't want my face too sharp. So You can go ahead and leave that at the number you want. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it on auto exposure. And I'm just gonna go ahead and turn off the light so you can see how good of a job it does on low light. So right now, pretty much it's very dark here. The only thing is like kind of my PC, the light here, that's all. I'm able to go ahead and turn the compensation on. It does a pretty good job. Like the noise levels, everything, it still looks really good. And now just turning the lights back on here, and you can see here the auto exposure sometimes does a really good job by itself, but you kind of need to go ahead and touch the compensation here if you have it on auto. And then going to the more settings, one thing I like about this camera is you have it at auto sleep. So I have mine at 30 seconds. So if I'm not using it, it just goes down, shuts off. I know the camera is off. I don't have to go ahead and worry about like turning it off manually and all that stuff, which is nice. The good thing is, if you want to turn the camera off manually, you can just go ahead and do this. So right now that device is sleeping, and I can go ahead and click resume. So pretty much you have two options. So you're either, the way I have it set is auto sleep, or manually just turn it off if you really wanted to right away. The other thing which I didn't show you is the preset option here. So I can go ahead and set one of the preset as the initial state. So every time the camera turns on, it's gonna go to that one preset. And if I go more settings here, obviously we're able to go ahead and change all the settings that we want in here that we saw on the image section. So it can take effect on that preset there. And just to show you kind of like the zoom quality of this, so it is using digital zoom. And if I'm zooming on this box, so you can kind of see the quality for yourself here. And then going to the more settings here, we do have some gesture controls. And this, I kind of left on at one point when I was on a Zoom call. And as you can probably see here, while I'm talking, I'm like moving my hands. And my camera was like zooming in, zooming out, and I didn't know why, and it was because these settings were on here. So if I'm doing one of these, as you can see, it like zooms in, zooms out, it does everything here. So just make sure if you're getting this camera, if you don't want it to zoom in and move, just go ahead and turn these settings off here. And then right now, also the audio you're hearing is coming directly from the OBSBOT Tiny 2 Lite camera. The other thing which I like about the option here is you're able to go ahead and disable the microphone here, because I do have an external microphone, and if I don't want to use the camera one, so that way you know for sure the microphone is off, you can go ahead and just disable it straight from here. And we also have like mirror image, view, and gimbal reversed if you want to do that. So if you're mounting this upside down, you can go ahead and set that option up. And then indicator status, this definitely I like to leave on. As you can see, the green light. Let me just go ahead and point the camera towards my camera so you can see what I'm talking about. So this green light here. Really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you have any questions about this Tiny 2 Lite camera, go ahead and leave a comment below. I'll be more than happy to answer it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.